and today I'll share you a very cool way on how we can regain storage on our Mac, especially if you have very low storage. So the first thing what you want to do is you want to install Homebrew. Installing Homebrew is pretty straightforward and easy, and I'll go through how we can do that. So first thing what we want to confirm is if we have Homebrew installed. So how can we do that? Just 1 second. How can we do that? Well, we can head over to the terminal program, which you can find in Launchpad, and it'll look something like this for most people, especially if you haven't themed terminal or haven't used it before. It'll have a white background and black text, and here you want to enter in BREW or brew and hit enter. Here you notice that I get some output showing me brew commands, such as brew install and brew list. If you get some sort of output like that, that means you have Homebrew installed. If you get command not found, it means either you don't have brew installed or either you have a broken install of Homebrew. In both cases, it's recommended to just reinstall or install Homebrew. To do that, you'll head over to the link in the description and you'll head over to the Homebrew, Install Homebrew section right on the top. And you want to select the command here and copy it, or just click on this copy button on the side and paste it into terminal and hit enter. Here you'll notice it's asking me for my password or sudo access, which is basically admin access. And this is macOS requesting admin access and not the program directly, so your password is very secure. Here you will notice when entering in the password there will be no output, which is completely normal. And if you need to enter in your password multiple times, you will have multiple attempts. If you do not manage to enter in your password in those attempts, just run the command again. No big deal. Hit enter, and it'll tell me now what it is installing. Here, I don't need to really worry about what it's installing, so I'll just hit enter. But if you want to know, then you can read through it and hit enter. Here you'll notice it starts running some commands and it starts doing its magic. For me, I already have Homebrew installed, so it'll simply update it for me and it will not take that long, but for you it may take longer. So now once you're done here with the Homebrew install, just type in brew into the terminal like before and confirm if it has been successfully installed. If you're still getting a command not found error, try relaunching terminal or reinstalling brew completely. For me, brew was already installed, so I don't need to worry about it. And now it's time to install the NCDU package. The NCDU package will be used to analyze your disk space, and it's completely free and safe. So here I'll enter in brew install to install a package, and I'll type in NCDU as follows, and I'll hit enter. Here it already tells me that I have it installed, but if you were to install it, it will take a little bit longer, but it should be a completely fast process since Homebrew doesn't need to update. You can clear the terminal if you would like, and you can type in NCDU without no brew, nothing, just NCDU. And as a command or as a flag, you can specify an user account Otherwise, you don't need to, and you can just type in NCDU. If you want to find out which user account you want to analyze, you simply go to the users directory, so open a new terminal tab, type in cd/users, and hit enter, and then type in ls. This will list all folders in that directory or in that folder/users folder, and this will be all your user accounts. And there will be also a shared folder that is not visible in the user account page in the settings app. So I'll copy the user account that I want to search. In this case, it is the one selected, and I'll go back into the window where I was running NCDU, and I'll type in /users/the username and hit enter. Here it'll start to scan the user account. So for me, it went completely quickly, very, very fast, but for you, it may take much longer, depending on how much total disk space your user account is using. So from NCDU, I can notice that the .vs Code folder is taking 1.3 gigabytes. So let me open it by hitting enter, and now I'm in a subfolder, and I'll go into the extensions subfolder in .vs Code. Note, any folder or file name with a dot is hidden from macOS, so if you open it in Finder, by default you won't be able to see that. Let's say I want to delete GitLens. So I went to subfolder, I want to delete it. So I can press the D key on my keyboard. It'll ask me if I want to delete it, and yes, I want to. You notice that it gives me an error while deleting. Well, there's two ways to fix this. So either you can run the command with sudo, which you can do as follows. So first hit Q to quit NCDU, and just type in sudo in front of it, and enter in your password like before, no output again, and then delete it. Or the second option is you can head over to your user account. If you're in the users directory, if you have closed that tab, then you can go back to the /users folder by typing cd/users, head over to your username that you want to delete for, go into the directory, so in this case it was .vs Code, and type in open dot. So I ran cd.vs Code and I typed in open dot, and it'll open it up in Finder, and I can delete it manually. Which one is a better option? Well, for beginners, it's recommended to not use sudo, because sudo can give it admin permissions to delete even system files. And as a beginner, you don't want to accidentally delete system files. So just to be careful, it's just recommended go the manual route to delete the file. But also while deleting, you can also Google search file names to make sure that the files you're deleting are completely okay to delete and they won't break any programs or your system. And once you're done, you can hit R, so then it can scan again and give you a updated count, storage count, especially if you deleted files. Or you can hit Q to exit, and then you can quit the terminal program if desired, or if you want to uninstall Homebrew now, you can head over to the same page where you installed Homebrew, and you can copy the uninstall Homebrew command in the uninstall Homebrew section and paste that in. Note, I don't want to uninstall Homebrew, so I won't do that, but this will also remove the NCDU package, but also the other programs and other folders and files that were created by Homebrew. So this is how we can clear up lots of storage on my Mac. Another bonus tip is to do software updates, since that can remove cache and other Apple system files which are not needed anymore. So hopefully this can help you clear up storage and regain that valuable storage.